I knew that God had called me to teach, so I began the Child and Adolescent Bachelor's Program at California State University of Fullerton. I graduated in 2009 and went on to working as an instructional assistant for the Upland Unified School District. Working in the school systems only reinforced my love and desire to be an educator. Since I am a person of strong faith, values, and morals, it was important for me to go to a school that supported my values and faith. I had the pleasure of working with current and past students of Azusa Pacific University and was very impressed with the opportunities that would be given to me within their School of Education program. I am a true believer of role models, and one of the persons that I look up to the most attended and graduated from APU's School of Education. Hearing professionals in the field that I admire speak so highly about Azusa Pacific's program gave me the greatest feeling about being part of such an amazing school. It did not take much more convincing for me, and in 2012 I began my journey at APU and went on to earn my multiple subject credential. I started the Master's in Education program only to switch over to the Digital Teaching and Learning program midway through. Hesitant at first, since I felt I was somewhat technically savvy, I was very relieved to find out that the Master's in Digital Teaching and Learning was much more than the teaching of the basics of technology. This program teaches how to effectively integrate and use technologies to teach and enhance learning for this unique generation of digital natives, as well as prepare them for the future they will soon embark. Learning to create digital videos, Google Documents, and much more has given me a great jump start into becoming an innovative educator. Best of all, using Twitter and other great resources to continue to grow professionally will keep me growing as an innovative educator. I feel confident in making my classroom a 21st century learning environment. For my action research plan, I decided to focus on my organizational skills. I like to think I'm very organized, but also feel that I could be better. Since I have a bit of an obsession with shoes, I decided to begin with organizing my collection of shoes. My shoe obsession has led me to having an immense amount of shoes. My issue with my shoes is the hassle I go through to find a pair every morning. The fact that I have such an unorganized way of storing my shoes makes having to find a pair of shoes a struggle. Every morning, I shuffle through a mound of shoes for longer than it has to be, and in the end, am left with a colossal mess. My study posed the question of, how can I organize my shoes to where they will fit better within my closet space and more accessible to cut down on my time getting ready? To do this, I came up with a system to organize my shoes. I began by discarding unnecessary shoes, organizing wanted shoes into categories, and sorting each category in a more accessible and space-saving way to help keep them organized and put away properly. Since flats and sneakers are used year-long and more often, they were stored in a Home Cube Fabric 5-shelf shoe organizer, which helped keep them all in one place and handy. Sandals were stored by hanging them off wire hangers specially made for them. Heels were stored in moldings on the walls specially placed on there to store them as well. Since boots are seasonal, I placed them in a slide tray to go under my bed. Every pair of shoe was organized by category, which made them easier to find, more accessible, as well as easier to put away, and therefore organized. In a 3-week period, my storage method proved to work. I decreased my time getting ready by 30 minutes. The first week there wasn't much progress. I realized it was up to me to make my system work. I began to follow through with putting my shoes away as soon as I took them off. I realized that I could have a bulletproof system to keep things organized, and it won't work unless I make it work. Through this action research project, I learned a harsh reality about myself. Being aware of my bad habits has already translated into other aspects of my life, as well as my classroom. I chose to do my portfolio on the plant life cycle. When I was 3 years old, my father started a nursery. As a kid, I remember planting seeds in cans and helping my father build his greenhouse. As a family, we started his nursery. Over my lifetime, I have seen plants that I planted bloom year after year, as well as trees that I planted grow into huge, beautiful shady trees. I believe it is important to teach about plant life and the importance of plants in general. Plant life is an essential part of our existence. Students will learn about the basics of their environment by studying the life cycles, specifically the plant life cycle. Knowing the process a plant goes through to grow will give students a sense of respect for plant life as well as the knowledge to maintain healthy living plants. This unit includes 10 lessons and activities that will last for a 3 to 4 week period. This unit includes the California Content Standards for 2nd grade, ISTE Technology Standards, as well as Cognition. 2nd grade Life Science Standards for plants will also be addressed in this unit, along with language arts in the areas of reading and writing, as well as listening and speaking standards for 2nd grade. Students will be exploring with various forms of technology from computers, interactive games, word processing programs such as Google Docs, classroom blogs, iMovie, audio podcasts, interactive websites, smartboards, iPads, and much more. This unit also addresses all 8 of Gardner's multiple intelligences along with all the stages of Bloom's taxonomy. By incorporating both Bloom and Gardner into this unit will help maximize learning and also allow each student to be successful through their own unique learning style. Verbal linguistic. This multiple intelligence will be addressed several times throughout this unit. Students will be involved in many class discussions regarding the plant life cycle, plant parts, plant health, and the importance of plants. They will also be responsible for reading informational texts as they conduct research on a plant of their choice. They will also explore interactive websites like Wordle and create an audio podcast along with classmates on the plant needs and plant health. Bodily kinesthetic. For my bodily kinesthetic learners, I wanted to give several opportunities to get up and move around. A major lesson in this unit takes the students on a nature walk. Students will pretend to be plant hunters and take a guided walk around the school. They will visit the school's garden, playground, and planters. There will be a total of 10 stations all students must visit. At each station, there will be different plants or flowers. Within the stations, there will be QR codes for some of the plants and flowers. In their groups, students are to use the QR code scanners on the iPad and read information on the plant they are observing. Naturalist. Students will get many opportunities to observe plant life. We will do so by taking nature walks, researching videos, images, as well as observing the seeds we planted slowly growing into beautiful adult plants. Students will also get to share their new experiences, knowledge, or thoughts on the plant community page at iHeartPlants. It is a small community of friends who love plants and share their love for keeping our earth green and beautiful. Here, students will also get to learn about other friends who feel and are just as excited about plants and nature as they are, and connect through posts, blogs, and comments. Interpersonal. Students will receive several opportunities to collaborate with groups throughout this unit. Students will get the opportunity to work together in fun, hands-on projects like planting seeds and then researching how to care for it to ensure for proper healthy growth. They will also create songs, podcasts, and videos in groups and have many opportunities to think, pair, share. Intrapersonal. Students will also have several opportunities to work independently throughout this unit. There will be several journal prompts students will be reflecting on for various lessons. Students will be reflecting on what plants need to survive, as well as our need for plants for our survival. Lastly, their part in taking care of our Earth's plants. Students will also be sharing their journals in the form of blogs on our plant community page at iHeartPlants. Musical. In this unit, students will become plant experts on a plant of their choice by conducting research on it. They will share their knowledge by writing poems and songs about their plant. Students will have the opportunity to use Songify or GarageBand to recite their poems and songs. Visual spatial. Visual learners will be incorporated into the majority of the lessons in the form of digital images, videos, and graphic organizers. Students will also use different visual media applications to make a how-to video on the process of planting a seed. The video will not only include the process of planting a seed, but also best practices for caring of a seed to help it grow into a beautiful, healthy adult plant. Logical mathematical. Students will explore predictable life cycles by creating visual representations of the plant life cycle using paper 53 as well as an animotive video to show their understanding of the sequential stages a plant goes through to complete its life cycle. Students will also explore an interactive website called The Great Plant Escape. They will take part in several mystery cases where they will work with Detective LaPlante and get their hands dirty to help him dig for clues in the soil and in turn gain a deeper understanding of plant life, plant needs, and the importance of plants. This unit allows students a chance to explore the basics of their environment by studying the life cycles, specifically the plant life cycle, in a fun and interactive way. This unit offers something for each and every student's unique needs, which will help to keep them fully engaged and help them through understanding difficult concepts. Students will be genuinely having fun and not even realize they are learning so much along the way.